But out of the laboratory and in its natural environment, a 2-month-old rarely has much control. So far, Liam has been at the mercy of others to move him from one place to another and help him change position. It's a beautiful day for a family picnic, and Liam, like everyone else, wants to enjoy it. But lying on his belly makes that difficult. His next hurdle will be learning to roll over. Accomplishing this will completely change his life. He knows there are interesting things to be seen out there, but at 2 months, his only option is to lift his head up off the blanket for a few seconds. His head is too large for his body, and he's not yet strong enough to lift it for very long. He wants to, he struggles to, but so far, despite his mini push-ups, he is unable to. It is a difficult time for him. He is still months away from being able to roll over and months away from being able to see much more than the blanket. All that's left to do is protest until someone can come to the rescue. That's better. With help, he can participate in a more expanded world. A world that will be more fully his when he's able to turn over by himself.
He has planes that he ended up coming into Moody's.
And what's more, he will be the one to choose the view and change it at will. But for the moment, for 2-month-old Liam, this is as good as it gets. Mitchell is 5 months. He may be making changing diapers more difficult for his mom, but he's about to learn a brand new trick. His long months spent kicking and doing his modest push-ups have strengthened his leg and back muscles.
No rolling over. It's a long way down. You just stay here with Mummy. You just stay here with Mummy.
Stronger and more eager to test himself, he lifts his legs and finally, for the first time in his life, rolls over.
No rolling over. It's a long way down.
Once he does, there may be no stopping him. Now he can control the view. For him, a new world of wonder beckons. But for a baby human who has just learned to roll over, it's one that's fraught with new and unforeseen dangers. However, much like the stepping pattern, the baby human is born with a grasping reflex. The tiny hand can clasp, but it can't let go. And as for reaching, that will take much more coordination than this little one can handle. Reaching is a huge milestone in the baby human's development, both physically and mentally. It's the first time the infant can actively interact with the world. At 4 months, Rowan can't reach with his hands yet. As much as he wants to, he's unable to coordinate the movements of his arms to direct them where he wants them to go. To understand what is involved in reaching, Rowan's arms and legs are hooked up to a computer to monitor his movements. Then psychologist Esther Thalen shows him a tantalizing toy. Every fiber in his body wants that toy. He starts to reach, but can't complete the action to get it. Dr. Thalen believes that this is because arms can move in so many different ways, and at 4 months, Rowan hasn't yet found the muscle pattern for directing his reach. But feet are another story. They have a more limited range of movement and are therefore easier to control. Dr. Thalen discovered that before an infant can reach with his hands, he can reach with his feet, just like others in the primate world. But Anna is 5 months, only 1 month older than Rowan. In that month, she's made a huge leap in coordinating her arm movements. She's discovered the muscle pattern for reaching. With her eyes guiding her hands, it looks so effortless now. Anything that catches her fancy can be brought in for closer examination. With her mouth, of course. Her next challenge will be learning about the laws of gravity. William is also 5 months old. Up until this age, the baby human can only reach straight out front. What a limitation this would be if things stayed this way forever. But suddenly, around 5 months, babies learn how to adjust to different situations, and new gestures emerge. When one hand is restrained, William finds a new strategy. He reaches across to the opposite side of his body to try and get what he wants. No one teaches him this movement. His own wish drives his body to discover new possibilities.
Here you go. Roots.
Reaching signals a whole change in the baby human's understanding of the world around.
It's not a toy, that's his hand.
Suddenly, desire is born. The world outside is beginning to be within their grasp. At first, Bronwyn's movements seem random, but she's learning to gauge space and distance. Like a novice tennis player, it's a problem of hand-eye coordination. But once she gets it, she can bring it in for closer scrutiny. She even becomes the envy of her neighbor. With every new reaching movement of these tiny arms come new colors to be seen, new textures to be explored, stimulating more and more activity in the brain. And when a baby human can finally sit up, he learns that he can set his sights farther.